Hi guys, today's session is pedagogy of English. Not only English, all other subjects it will be included, especially pedagogy or the topic is cognitive development and emotions also. Let us see the topic is, we know that every child, any child learns as he grows with time, right? And the knowledge he acquires through his thought, experiences, senses, etc. All are cognition. The cognition of a child becomes mature as he grows. Thus, we can say that recognize is the intellectual ability to grasp, memorizing, reasoning, and understanding. So, all these are comes under intellectual ability. So, let us see the elements of cognition. We know that here some more elements also there. First one is perception. First one is perception. It is the capacity of an individual to see, hear, or become aware of something through senses. Everyone has these types of perceptions. When we watch something, when we hear or listen something, it will become some sense. Right? Next, memory. Memory is the cognitive element in cognition. Memory allows the humankind to store, code, or recover information from the past whenever needed. So this type of memory also very important. Whenever we watch something or else whenever we go somewhere, some sense of organs, especially some codes or anything, whatever it may be, our human mind is that one, it will be stored. And next, attention. Understand this process, our mind allows to concentrate on various activities with the use of our senses. For example, when we watch any game or sports, for example, if you take cricket sport, right, we pay attention. So in the same way, we pay to concentrate also that. So in the same, this attention also very important in these elements of cognition. Next, thought. Thoughts are the active process of thinking. Thoughts help us in establishing the relationship between events and knowledge by integrating all the information that we received. So without having any thought, without having any thinking, we cannot move and we cannot develop our relationship between our events and knowledge or person to person. Next, knowledge. Knowledge and thoughts. Knowledge and thoughts are interrelated with each other. Right? So language and thoughts are interrelated with each other. So language is the ability to express our thoughts with the help of spoken words. If you have good language in Telugu and we know what are the thoughts in our mind, so we can easily interrelated with each other in the language and thoughts. Next, learning. Learning is the acquisition of knowledge or skills through study, experience, and modifying behavior. So, learning very, very essential part. With a small birth, zero age from death. Everyone should learn something. Learning. Next, cognitive characteristics of children. cognitive some characteristics also there. What are the characteristics? First of all, cognitive development. This topic, what is meant by development? We know that development is, in psychology, this term refers to the orderly and long-lasting changes that take place in human beings from the time of conception of death. So the changes related to different aspects of a human being. So it was gradually development. For example, if you see changes in the human body, it comes under the term is physical development. And then changes in personality, it turns into personality development. The changes in the way in which the person relates to others, it turns in social development. And changes in thinking, in term cognitive development. So this term is basically changes in thinking. So that's why it comes under cognitive development. Have you understood my words? And then you should watch or you should listen entire video. If you have any doubts, you will put in comment box. Next, cognitive development is the capability to think and understand. According to Piaget, the 4 stages in cognitive development. Right? Jean Piaget, he is a Swiss psychologist, tried to provide an explanation of the development of thinking from infancy to childhood. Okay? So, here Piaget says our thinking process changes slowly but radically as we try to negotiate with the environment around us. He identifies 4 factors that influence the thinking of individuals. Those are maturation, activity, social experiences, and equilibration. So these 4 stages, let us see what are the 4 stages. First one is sensory motor stage. Sensory motor stage, this age starts from birth to 2 years age. Birth to 2 years age. At this stage, the child learns through their senses. Through their senses. Let us see deep discussion about this. So this is a stage of infants and toddlers, right? And in this stage, child or children try to make sense of the world around them by using sensory impressions and motor activities. Their thinking is shaped by what they hear, touch, see, and taste, etc. During the early phase of this stage, that is the first 4 months, children do not believe in the existence of things which they do not see. For example, when you hide a ball from the sight of a child, the child doesn't try to look it for it. For children below 4 months, something out of sight doesn't exist, but by the end of this stage, the child acquires the ability to realize that things do not see also exist. In other words, children develop the concept of object permanence. Object permanence. Okay. So next one is pre-operational stage. Pre-operational stage. This stage starts from 2 years and lasts up to 7 years age. At this stage, memory and imagination of a child develops. Here the child is egocentric in nature. Egocentric nature. Let us see that what happened here. Okay, so this is a transition. This is a transition stage where the child tries to move from the actions based sensory-motor stage to the operational stage. In the sensory-motor stage, the child learns to do physical things but cannot perform action mentally. Piaget uses this term operations to mean an action carried out through logical thinking. Children at this stage have not yet mastered the mental operations yet, but are in the process of mastering them. This stage is called pre-operational stage. Okay guys, so this thing is very important. So not only this one, main thing is the semiotic function also, it will be there. Why? Because children in this stage learn to form and use symbols such as signs, gestures, words, images. For example, they develop the ability to see a car in their minds. Okay, you have to imagine that what I am dictating you, that you have to imagine that thing. Okay, so for example, they develop the ability to see a car in their minds when someone says that word to them. This ability to use symbols to represent actions or objects mentally is called the semiotic function. Okay, and then revisible thinking also, it will be developed in this stage, especially pre-operational stage, and conservation also very important. Conservation stage also, it will be comes under pre-operational stage, and perceptual centration, this one also it will be done, and egocentric. So this one already we have told that. So all these are things comes under pre-operational stage. This is 2 years, from 2 years and last up to 7 years. Next, third one is concrete operational stage. So this stage starts from 7 years and last up to 11 years. Egocentric thoughts diminished here. Operation thinking develops in this stage. Let us see how it will be developed. In this stage, children tend to overcome the problems of the pre-operational stage, right? And then perceptual centration and egocentration, and with the help of maturation, informal experiences, and through formal instruction. So this thing is very important. Children are able to think logically, but that is limited to things and objects which they have seen or experienced directly or indirectly. In other words, children in the age group are capable of concentrate or concrete operations. They are not capable of abstract operations. Concrete or abstract, we know what is meant by concrete. Concrete means we can see, we can touch, we can feel something. Or abstract means we cannot see, just we can observe whatever it will be done. Here Piaget contends that children in this age group can solve conservation problems when they achieve complete mastery of the three basic aspects of reasoning. For example, identity, compensation, and reversibility. So these three they can identify very easily in this concrete operational stage. Next, and here formal operations also it will be done in this stage. Next, fourth one is formal operational stage. This stage starts from 11 years of age and above. At this stage, children develop the problem solving ability and use of logic. Let us see how it will be going. So formal operations are mental tasks which involves abstract thinking and coordination of a number of variables. In this stage, children are able to deal with abstractions and engage in mental manipulations. Children do not need to physically do an experiment to know its efforts. They can set up experiments in their minds and anticipate their results. So here, children in this stage develop the ability of hypothetic deductive reasoning. For example, if you asked any adolescent what happens if there were no rains, he or she would be able to talk about water scarcity, food scarcity, unemployment problems, and so on. In other words, adolescents acquire the ability to think of a hypothetical problem, think of all the factors that lead up to the problem, and then systematically try to find solutions to the problems. This ability is referred to as hypothetic deductive reasoning. So all these are comes under formal operational stage. So here in this stage, adolescent egocentrism also developed, right? Adolescent egocentrism. Okay. So guys, all these are things comes under Jean Piaget cognitive stage. So this one just we have to explain this entire video. What are the stages? What are the cognitive develops? Everything. So please watch entire video. Learn well. If you have any doubts, you put in comment box. If you want more videos, you please subscribe, tap the bell button, and if you have any suggestions or doubts, you put in comment box. Thank you, one and all.